My name is Matt Sewell at Kiamichi Technology Centers in McAllister, and I'm a welding instructor here at KTC. Let's start off with this dummy. The first thing that my students see when we walk in, it has its PPE on, welding hood with a flip lens, long sleeve jacket, pants. Moving on, they will also notice that we have an MSDS. It has everything that could possibly be in my program, from acetylene to Gorilla Glue. Let's go over to my bulletin board. Here on my bulletin board you have OSHA's job safety and health. Also we have our color chart. We have a safety personal protective equipment sheet. You have required at all times in my shop safety glasses, gloves, welding gloves, leather boots, long sleeve cotton shirt, a welding jacket, denim pants, no loose or torn clothing, earplugs, face shield while working, welding hoods, welding cap, earplugs when you're art gouging, dark safety glasses. That way the students always know if they have any questions, they know what PPE to use in my shop. We also have the proper lifting technique posted here, so we do have a lot of heavy material out in our shop. Our welding rod boxes are 50 pounds, so it properly shows them how to lift. You also have ladder safety poster posted. We don't have any ladders, but we occasionally borrow one from maintenance. That way everybody knows ladder safety. Up here on the top we have our severe weather locations where we need to be in case of a tornado. And here is basically the same thing, but it's blown up to show where we would hide, which is our tool room. And below that we have our rules and procedures. You have all the rules. I know in one of my basic 15 classes that I've taken, one of the things that was talked about was not having very many rules, but we have a lot of hazards and we need a lot of rules. So there's 32 rules in my program, and posted below the rules there are consequences, expected behavior, and expectations students should have. Up here in the top right corner we have emergency contacts. You have your front office, non-emergency police phone number, National Poison Control, suicide prevention, anything that they would need is right there. You have your school calendar posted. We're a part of Skills USA, so we have our Skills USA Creed. Matter of fact, we had an agenda. We have an agenda, but today's agenda was cleaning, and I posted that here for my students. And below that we have a career development paper for job opportunities, and I have that posted here so they can come look for any new job opportunities that I post. Now on towards the shop. I have some placards posted, obviously on my office door. It's not an exit, and leading into the shop. Safety glasses required beyond this point. Welding area, risk of eye injury and or blindness, do not watch arc. Eye protection required. That's for anybody that comes into my shop. Now notice we have a yellow caution tape around the doors in the eye wash station. That's basically so nobody places anything beyond this line, so it stays free and clear, so students or I could access any of this. right through here. I also have a placard on my door that shows that it is an exit. This is my first aid station. It stays in my office so it doesn't get strung out across the shop. Here's one of the 3 fire extinguishers I have in my shop. It has a bright red visible sign pointed to it, as well as the other 2, and we'll get to that shortly. As we're working our way towards the tool room, notice I have a emergency shut-off. There's one on the north end of the building and there's one on the south end. So in case of an emergency, this shuts off all the power except for the lights. And on into the tool room, I have another sign posted clearly stating that it is not an exit. This is my tool room. It is a very large tool room. I have pegboard screwed onto the wall so all the tools are visible. That way the students, actually the students do not come in here. I set up a tool room supervisor, and they normally sit at this desk right here, and they check out tools, receive and give out tools. That way my tool room stays somewhat organized. And these are all cabinets that I have locks on. A lot of it's consumables that I keep locked up. And on over here on this north wall, I have all my welding rod, some welding machines, and then a toolbox. Okay, let's see down into the shop. PPE storage. My students keep their personal protective equipment in their lockers. Each student has their own locker, which they keep their safety glasses, their gloves, their welding hoods, their long sleeve shirts, all in their lockers. They're given a combination lock, which I have a key to every one of them, and so they have access, and only them have access to their lockers. This is my hand wash and eye wash station, where anybody that needs to rinse their eyes if they get any particles in their eyes. I periodically run water through that because dust collects. We're in a shop, so. And then we have your shower in case anybody's on fire, and hopefully that never happens. And then your hand wash station. Over there on the east wall is another fire extinguisher, and posted above the fire extinguisher is a fire extinguisher sign. On this west wall, I have most of my larger equipment set up, which I have caution tape all the way around this equipment. That way a student knows not to be behind the equipment when somebody is operating that equipment. That's busy. Here on the south wall, I have another emergency shut-off, and there's an emergency shut-off sign posted above it, and my third fire extinguisher, which has a fire extinguisher sign posted above it. Okay, some of the safety features of my shop are obviously some of the caution tape I showed you. This year we had installed these strip curtains. That way students could be visible to me, and not only that, visitors could watch the students weld without hurting their eyes because they provide UV protection. And the great thing about that, the strip curtains, is the fact that you can walk through them and they stay closed all the time. What we had previously was kind of like a shower curtain. You had to rely on the student to shut them, and we know how high school students are, so I installed strip curtains, and they work out really well. Another safety feature is our smoke extraction system that is in each booth. We have around 30 booths, so whenever a student's welding, it pulls the smoke out of their face. Also outside in my bottle storage room, we have everything's chained up. Here, I'll lead you out there and we'll take a look at it.
Sorry.
This is my acetylene room. Obviously, I do not have one bottle chained up. I think one of my students tried to set me up, so I'll have to get that under a chain. And then my oxygen and inert gas storage room.
Outside.
There are a few changes that I'm thinking of for my program. Of course, you know, you make changes every year throughout the year. I'm currently in the middle of one. We just received that CNC plasma table, and one of the things I need to purchase for it is an air extraction system, one that's solely dedicated to that machine. So that's one of the changes. You know, one of the big changes was the strip curtains that I've already made. Right now I'm in a new facility, so there's not too many things to change other than continually updating equipment and making sure we have good operating equipment. So that's it.